watching Dynamite, it. Why do the Bucks not give a single solitary shit about the tag team titles right now?
I don't know. It's a good question. They're all buddy with the Death Riders, yet they are too busy to even give us an explanation as to why they are buddy with the Death Riders. Nobody even gave us an explanation. We don't have a fucking idea why they have teamed up with the Death Riders. Not one.
No. We have not one but two sets of tag team championships floating around this company for some reason. Whether we like it or not, the ROH tag team titles exist because we were looking at them on our TVs tonight. And then the first thing to get are the AEW tag team champions. The Bucks claim to be the best in the business. No one gives a shit. FTR, they claim to be the best in the business. Neither one of these teams give a single shit about the world tag team titles. So why should we?
They got to get through Nigel McGuinness and Danny Garcia, bro, to care about the tag team titles at the pay-per-view.
It seems that the teams that they once told us were the best in the world and would be at the top of the division and everything else seemingly don't care about being tag team champions anymore. They don't give a single solid. The Bucks are too busy wrapped up in the world title picture, a title that they will have nothing to do with ever, to give a shit about being tag team champions. Now the titles are on heels and they are heel, so that's why they're not going for them. But that's not a good enough reason to explain to me why your best tag teams don't care to be tag team champions right now. The only ones that seem to care are Dustin and Sammy Guevara. How come
what a fucking
Bucks
circus, bro?
Don't care.
What a fucking circus, man. Just hearing you say that, man. It's like a fucking clown show over here.
No
Gabe Kidd, they showed the graphic for Anarchy in the Arena. It's 6-on-6. You got Yuta, you got Claudio, you got Mox, you got the Bucks, you got Marina. On the babyface side, you got Swerve, and you got Omega, Joe, Shibata, Hobbs, and Willow. Gabe Kidd came out last week to help Jon Moxley retain the AEW World Championship, which we haven't seen since October, by the way. He helped Jon Moxley retain, and then when the match announcement was made and we saw no Gabe Kidd, we all asked, where the fuck's Gabe Kidd? Who's Gabe Kidd? What the fuck do I know? He's got something to do with New Japan and Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. That's all I know. Where's Gabe Kidd in the graphic? So we get the graphic, we get the matches announced for the Anarchy in the Arena, no Gabe Kidd. So I'm left asking, well, why did he show up last week to help the Death Riders? And what is his inclusion now in the Death Riders? Why is he helping the Death Riders? We didn't see Gabe Kidd until the last 3 minutes of the show where he helped the Death Riders. So why did he show up last week? Why did he show up this week? You should have used this week to give us a fucking explanation as to who he is and why he's here helping the Young Bucks and helping the Death Riders. We got zero explanation for this guy's inclusion in Anarchy in the Arena, and we're supposed to just bypass all that because he's got history with Kenny Omega and he broke Eddie Kingston's leg. You fucking serious? How the fuck can you people digest the lack of fucking storytelling in this company and just bypass it and glance over as if it doesn't fucking matter? What are you, stupid? That shit doesn't piss you off?
Oh, I got one better than that one. When the Ops came out, the AEW World Trios champions, they were announced as 2/3 of the AEW World Trios champions. Why? Because Shibata was still recovering from the beatdown that he suffered a couple of weeks ago. So they came out without him. He's not here tonight. But he comes out later on in the show.
I got one that's going to top yours, bro. We're going to go tit for tat. Shibata came back, and they said 2/3 of the Trios Tag Team Championships, yet Shibata's out there. It's like, what is he, invisible? So Shibata was taken out in the same way with the same move that Hook was taken out. Why is Shibata back so quick and Hook is still out? Where the fuck is Hook? No explanation on why Hook's out, but they both took the same move and Shibata comes back so much quicker than Hook does. Is he not in the Ops? Do you want to give us a medical update on him? Why is he out longer when he took the same fucking move?
Damn, I think you got me there. I can't beat that one.
What's going on here, man? Yeah, we're the bad guys. Yeah, we're the weird ones. We watch this shit like professionals. I don't understand how you guys glance over this shit, man. Staring you right in the fucking face.
Jesus Christ.
This show sucks. This fucking show sucks, man. Double or Nothing is the weakest in 6 years. The little effort that they put into this, there's no hype, there's no build, there's no story. If it wasn't for the Owen, this show would be thrown together with fucking scotch tape and fucking Elmer's glue, bro. They don't give a shit. It's like they have a one-track mind. They're thinking, Arlington, Texas, Globe Life Field, all in. We got to sell 30,000 tickets. Meanwhile, they're not even halfway there. It's like you're going all in legitimately on that one show, and everything else before it, you don't give a shit. Weekly television sucks. There's no story on weekly television to get you excited. No weekly television shows that get you excited to watch the following week. Just random fucking matches thrown together. Eliminator matches, eliminator matches, eliminator matches, matches for imaginary money. 1 week it's $100,000. The next week it's $400,000. All-star tag team matches, all-star six-man tag team matches, all-star eight-man tag team matches. What the fuck are we doing, man? How do you look at this and say, what a build for Double or Nothing? Do you realize that I was at the first Double or Nothing? And if you look back at the trajectory of Double or Nothing, to go back to year 1 and look at year 5, the fucking sheer difference should make you, as an AEW fan, fucking pissed off. The quality in the product is so low compared to what it used to be. Just look at where we were 6 years ago.
Yeah.
What a fucking disgrace. How do you look at this show and get excited about it? I couldn't fucking tell you outside one match what I'm interested in this show, and half the fucking show is predictable.
Yeah. No, objectively, this show is way worse now than it was back then. And you have two options. You can say, oh, well, everything is down. So you can just lower your expectations. You can lower your expectations, or you can call out the bullshit. One or the other. If you just lower your expectations, you can just say, oh, well, the overall product is worse and it's fine for what it is now. You can do that. You know, you can say, well, sure, it's not as, or you can say, wow, I remember going to the first one in person and the energy was different. Everything was better. Everything about the product was better. So either way you look at it is not good. Are you asking your audience to lower their standards? Because that's not good. If I keep the same standard that I had on the first Double or Nothing, then this is unacceptable. If I just say, oh, well, it's all not as good and it's fine for now, then you're lowering my standard. Either way, it's not good. So either way you look at it, they need to produce a better product right now.
Well, look at this card in 2019. I want to read this to you, and then you're gonna laugh when they throw. Oh, but the feeling is back. The feeling is back at AEW, JDfromNY and Shot-Count Smock. Yeah, where's the fucking feeling? Up your asshole. It's fucking back. Adam Page and MJF in a 21-man casino battle royale. That was the only time that they had an in-ring match as the final two guys before they wrestled at Revolution this year. Kip Sabian and Sammy Guevara was a singles match. That was the pre-show. Those two matches were the pre-show. The main card, SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian with Scorpio Sky. Remember them, Jesse?
Oh, yeah.
Remember those guys? Strong Hearts.
Where's Scorpio Sky?
I don't know. He's getting paid to sit at home and do nothing. Good for him. They defeated the Strong Hearts, Seema, T-Hawk, and L. Lindemann. I don't remember them.
Clue who the fuck you just said.
But you know what? It didn't matter because they were a brand new upstart company, and anything was better than Vince McMahon. Britt Baker defeated Nyla Rose, Kylie Ray, and Awesome Kong in a four-way match. Best friends Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, when they were fucking cool, defeated Angelico and Jack Evans. Six-woman tag team match. Hikaru Shida, Riho, and Ryo Mizunami defeated Aja Kong, Emi Sakura, and Yuka Sakazaki. Cody Rhodes defeated Dustin Rhodes in probably one of the best matches in the history of the company.
Nah, it's good.
Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers.
Ooh, yeah.
That went 25 minutes. Cody and Dustin went 23 minutes. And then we got Jericho versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship. Well, that was the winner faced Adam Page for the inaugural AEW Championship at All Out. But that is when Jon Moxley made his ascent or descent, I guess, on AEW, and he showed up for the first time. I mean, you go back and read that and look at that card, and then you want to tell me the feeling is back for this year's Double or Nothing? I mean, what are you, mental?
That was so good. Was that the was that the cage match?
That was not the cage match.
Not the cage match.
No, that was a tag team match for the AAA World Tag Team Championships.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think the cage match happened at All Out.
Okay.
That's the same night I think Brian and Adam Cole showed up in the company.
Oh, they both debuted the same night.
We were there. We were singing on opposite ends of the Now Arena.
Yep. Oh man, those were good times, man.
Yeah.
A couple of those matches were duds, but we left that show pumped, man.
We did.
That was fun.
We did.
Oh,
They had 11,000 people in that building. I doubt they even have 7,000 for this show. 8,000 maybe.
Wow.
You mean to tell me the feeling is back? You mean to tell me that what they're doing now is producing better television than what they did then? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know who's claiming the feelings back. I don't know who's on that trip, man. That they gotta have something to hold that to hold that lie up, because I don't know what the fuck they're looking at.